issue for students, especially because it's getting more competitive in this area to get into colleges.
I believe that teen stress is an apparent issue in our community due to heavy workloads in high school.
And like too much of anything can be bad. All of these schools are really academically competitive, and thus they place a lot of stress like on academics and like building up your college resume, etc.
Really hyper-competitive atmosphere here. And I think not only the amount of work that we do, but the kinds of things we do is changing.
I think if you asked every single high schooler in our community, have you felt effects of stress and pressure to kind of conform to these ideals, everyone would say yes. There's not one teen that hasn't felt like they've been required to do more. I think the true issue lies in when people judge their value on how much they're doing, how many AP classes they're taking, how many extracurriculars they're doing, how good of a college they're getting into. And I think that's the true issue, is when you're being judged on your character, when in reality you're not even an adult yet, you're just a teen.
Well, it's not really you judging yourself only.
And I think also it's not only the teens putting pressure on themselves, but it's also like society as a whole.
We kind of have cultivated this society where everybody looks at each other and everybody picks on each other, and you can't always blame external factors like parents or the media. I know a lot of kids who grew up with parents who are really relaxed and who say, you know, oh, we only want you to be happy and focus on what makes you happy, but they can't do it themselves.
It's also San Ramon too, because if we didn't see people succeeding, we wouldn't put the standards that we have in place.
And you know, some people might look at us and say, what do you have to complain about? You live in San Ramon.
I say to myself, wow, I'm only taking 3 AP classes where I have friends that are taking 4 or 5. Wow, like. People say that your teenage years in high school are the
best years of your life.
Best years of your life, and I'm spending the best years of my life studying for tests and quizzes. And
I think we should be competing with ourselves, like trying to better ourselves instead of trying to be better than other people. I think we should compete with ourselves instead of like the society itself.
I think like an option of like a solution would be like to let teens know that there are other options available.
So changing the mentality that we approach these things and telling teens that, yeah, take classes that intellectually stimulate you and challenge you, but make sure that you love it. Don't force yourself to take something that you don't like at all just for, what is it, like an AP grade boost.
If you do things that you like, you'll meet like more like lifelong friends. Like you'll meet people who have more in common with you, and like if you find like a friend like that, they'll definitely relieve the stress of you. Cause
what's helped me not be as stressed is because I have a really good relationship with my mom, and that's because I can talk to her about it. If you talk about it, then you won't have as much stress.
And I think we should be allowed to make those mistakes. We shouldn't panic if you're a junior and you've been in a club for 2 years and you realize, hey, this really isn't something I like, I want to change it. But you panic because then it won't be on your college app for 3 significant years.